It's Tennessee.Frank.
Hey guys, Tennessee.Frank here, and we're going to do a 2-for-1 look at a couple knives that I picked up. As you may know, I started my channel with knife reviews. I love knives. I got all kinds of knives. I got a little kit here I put together with one of my Open L. This is a number 10, and I did a little modification to this. I made like a little nail area so you can get your finger in. Blued the blade to kind of give it some rust resistance, and this thing it's real sharp along the back spine, so it works really great with one of these little ferrule rods here for fire starting. But yeah, I put that together as a little kit that I can use. You can use the knife to get some little shavings and the ferrule rod to get you a fire going. And then of course you get into some like folding, what I'd call a bushcraft knife. This is the Ontario Rat Model 1. And this guy is in D2 steel, if we can get this to focus. So it has a really good edge. And you can see it's a full flat ground. So it makes an awesome slicing knife. And you know, it's general camp use, and it's nice and compact. Something a little bit heavier duty. You probably saw this on my Practical Not Tactical knives. This is a Camillus, and it's got a titanium coating, and the steel on this, if we can get it to focus, is going to be a 12C27. It's a Sandvik steel, so it's something from, you know, Scandinavian kind of steel, hollow ground. And it is nice and sharp. This is a very heavy duty knife. Be awesome for camp use. Of course, you got the Mora knife. This model is their heavy duty companion. It's got the little bit thicker handle, little heavier duty. Again, I blued the blade, and this is the carbon steel model. I like carbon steel when I can get it. It just seems to hold a better edge. This is just a real general purpose kind of a, you know, camp bushcrafting knife. And, you know, not super heavy duty. And for everyday carry, I've been rocking these little Boker automatics. I picked these up from Grindworks. Price point on these is about 50 bucks plus shipping. And again, these are D2 steel, so you're getting some really good steel. The action on these guys, I mean, it's pretty decent. I got the two different blade shapes, and I like Boker knives. So the first one I do want to show you that I picked up is going to be this guy right here, and they're going to be their mini tracker. They do have a fuller size version of this. It's out of stock everywhere. You're not going to find it, but they got the mini tracker, and then they got an even smaller one. It's going to be a micro tracker, which I think is really small, but this is usable size. 1095 steel, and it is a right there, if you get this to focus, it is a Wagner blades, or I guess in German it would be V, so it would be Wagner blades. Kind of designed this for Boker, and they make it for Boker. But yeah, nice knife. It comes in at about a pound. It's got that tracker style blade. There are no saw cuts. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could put that in a vise and take a Dremel tool, I guess, and cut some saw cuts, but I'm going to leave it like it is. Has a micarta handles, real comfortable handle, good, nice wide handle, so you get a decent grip on it. And it does have the quarter round sharpened, so if you want to do some feather sticking. And then plus you got a lot of belly in this blade, so for chopping that would be good, or you could even choke up on this guy and use it as a skinning knife. So that would work great as a skinning knife. But yeah, real handy. I did set this up for a front left carry. I don't like carrying scout carry in the back, but yeah, front left carry. So that's that guy. And then another one I got that's a bit more heavy duty is going to be by Whalen Knives. And this is set up for carrying on the right back side, which is they call Scout Carry. Plus it has a loop here if you want to carry it standard. This leather is not super heavy duty, but all the snaps do work. Unlike a War Evo that I ordered and sent back the same day because the snaps just did not work. They had no tension. It was probably one of the worst knives I've ever owned. But we can see this is a monster here. And this pattern's after the Tom Brown tracker, which he kind of, I hate to say the word, but stole the design actually from a guy named Rob Russin, which made the original design like this and sent him, and he liked it so much, and they kind of talked back and forth for about a year, and then Tom Brown just kind of dropped out of sight, and Rob didn't hear anything more from him, and the next thing you know, you're seeing tracker knives in movies and stuff. So that's this guy. We can compare sizes. And I mean, you can see this Boker is quite a bit smaller in the blade. It's got more of a curved shape, more like a kukuri style blade, I guess, or kukuri, however you want to pronounce that. This is a 65 MN steel, which is kind of comparable to your 1095 or even like a 1075. Not as high of a carbon content. But this guy's good and sharp. I was surprised. It's got a decent edge. This does have the little saw teeth. More made for notching than for actually sawing. It's got G10 handles, so you get a good grip. And the way they do the finger grooves, you can, choke back here for chopping or choke up a little more for more delicate work. And I'll end up putting some 550 paracord lanterns through these. I like to have lanterns on my knives. But yeah, you can see right there, CN 65 MN. So reasonably decent steel for a knife this size. It should work pretty well. I'll have to get out and give them a try and use them, see what I think about actually using them. I got some wood in the back. Maybe I'll get out and hack on some of that wood and do a little whittling and stuff and see what I think. But this guy's coming in at about 1.5 pounds. This guy's more like 16 ounces. So you see, you get quite a bit more weight with this, which comes in handy for chopping. But for general use around camp, I think this guy would probably be the winner. It's going to be a little easier to pack around. The Boker does come in a decent box, which, I mean, like another guy said, they could do away with the box and maybe give you some better options. Has a tip protector, get a little instruction card, your clip and everything. They put the shipping label right over the box and sent it that way. So I don't know, they didn't even put it in a secondary box. And then my tracker knife here, the Whalen. And these guys are out of Georgia. They're having their knives made in China, which I'm not crazy about. But they just come in a regular box too. But yeah, both of these pretty decent. If you want to spend the extra and you don't want something huge, I'd say go with the Boker. Boker is a real good brand, real good company. If you want a larger knife, say you want to get into more, baton and wood and chopping stuff up, yeah, go with the Whalen. I say it's decent for the money. Runs right around $70 shipped. It's $64.95 on Amazon. About $5 to ship, so around a little over 70. This guy's 90 on Amazon plus shipping. I think it came to like 94, 95 or something. But yeah, I mean, this is going to run you about 30 bucks more. But I think that 1095 is going to probably hold a little better edge longer. But neither one is going to be horrible. They're both going to, do what you need to do. So we'll get out probably the next few days. I'll get some wood, and we'll prep some wood and see what I think about each of these. So like I always say, either we stand up for our rights or we can sit by and watch them go away. Y'all have an awesome rest of the day. Tennessee Frank out of here.